Well, there we go. We are live. Sorry about that technical glitch there, everybody. Good evening and welcome to Spiritual Psychics TV and your Christmas edition of Collective Consciousness with a wonderful lineup of mediums joining me here this evening on the show. Just before we get things started, however, I do want to go through a few house rules with each and every single one of you that are joining us. We are streaming to you live tonight via Facebook and YouTube, and we are using the StreamYard format. So for anybody that wants to interact with us here this evening, please do give StreamYard permission to share your comments here with us this evening. So how exciting is this? I get the fantastic opportunity, as you know, with the show every other fortnight to share the virtual platform with a different medium and introducing them to Spiritual Psychics TV. And together we work collectively with bringing through messages from your loved ones up in spirit. And that's the whole purpose of the show. But this evening, because there are so many of us, we have decided to pair up and again work collectively together, conjoining our energies and our links with spirit with that one communicator for that one recipient who's here this evening watching us live via the show. So I'm just going to have a look here and see whom it is we have that's joining us and give a few acknowledgements to you all. I've got the lovely Mary Lowe who's joining here this evening. Good evening to you, Mary. Thank you for joining. It's lovely to have you here with us. Thank you for joining. We've also got Hezval who's saying hi. Hi there to you, Hezval, and you're watching via YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've also got Kaylee Daggett who's joining us via Facebook. Good evening to you, Kaylee. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We've also got the lovely Kelly McKeaton who joins us via YouTube. Good evening to you too, Kelly. It's lovely to have you here with us this evening. Also, we have Tina Gray who joins us watching live via Facebook. Good evening to you, Tina. Thank you so much for joining us here, my darling. And the lovely Christiane Naberto joins us from YouTube. Good evening to you too. Desiree Kami is also with us watching via Facebook. Hello there to you, Desiree. God bless you. Thank you for joining. The lovely David Hale, who's joined us here on SPTV. Hi there, David. How are you, my friend? I hope you're keeping well. Thanks for joining. We've also got Angela Toon, who's with us watching via Facebook. Hi, Angela. Great to have you here with us on the show this evening. We've also got Abby Vale, who's saying hello, everyone. Hello to you too, Abby. God bless you. Thank you for joining. Sue Lawrence is with us saying she's so excited. I'm so excited too. I can't wait to introduce all of the mediums to you here this evening. Give us a couple more minutes and I will be bringing them on screen. We've also got the lovely Susan Case who joins us via YouTube. Good evening to you, Susan. God bless you. Thank you for joining. And Cheryl Burdeniak saying, trouble keeping up as the dogs are jumping all over me. Well, that's lovely. We've got fur babies that are joining us here on Collective Consciousness as well this evening. So welcome, 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 or woof, woof, woof to all of your little friends there that you've got at home with you, Cheryl. Producer Richard, shall we bring all of these lovely mediums that are joining us here this evening on screen? And as if by magic, ta-da, there they are. Hello, everybody. Give us a wave. We've got the lovely Jason Rothwell who's joining us. Hi there, Jason. We've also got the lovely Kerry Standfast. Hi, Kerry. We've got the lovely Sam Pert. Hi there, Sam. We've got Ashley Robinson. Hi there, Ash.
Oh.
Hello, hello. We've also got Mandy Paul joining us. Hi there, Mandy.
Good evening, everybody.
Hiya, hiya. We've got the lovely Brenda Dean.
Hi, everyone. Lovely to be back.
Hiya, Brenda. And we've also got Lorraine Francois. Hi, Lorraine. How are you? Hi there, Lorraine. How are you?
Hiya.
Hiya, hiya. So, guys, God bless you all. Thank you so much for joining this evening.
Can you hear me?
I'm sure we're going to be... Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, Lorraine. So we're going to be in for an absolutely fantastic evening here tonight. So as I say, we're all going to be working in pairs here this evening. So to kick the show off in just a few minutes will be the lovely Brenda Dean and Sam Pert. And then after them will be Ashley Robinson and Lorraine Francois. Then we'll have the lovely Jason Rothwell and Mandy Paul can join in their energies and bring in their links of spirit to you. And then finally, myself and the lovely Mrs. Standfast will be working together on our last link of the evening. So guys, thank you so much for joining. It's fantastic to have you all here. Jason, would you like to say a few hellos to some of the viewers at home, my friend?
Yes, I can say some hellos. Hello to Rhonda Robertson, and hello to June Malkin, my friend from Wimbledon. Hello, Joanne Lewis, who is saying hello to Ashley. Hello, Kimbo.
Eyes down for a full house.
Hello, Kirsty Tina Harmer. Lovely to have you with us. Hello, Helen Graham. What a lovely dog you have there. Hello to Olivia Thumwood, I think that is.
Absolutely.
Is that right?
So thank you. Yeah, Olivia Louise Thumwood saying, good evening, everyone. Kind blessings to all. How lovely is that? Jason, thank you very much. Let me click over to the lovely Brenda. Brenda, would you like to say a few hellos there?
I'd love to. Evening, everybody. Hi to Rhonda Robertson. It's great that you've managed to join us, my love. And Samaya Woolner, great to have you here, Samaya. Hello, Jan Batty. Great that you could come and join us on special Christmas edition. It's just really lovely to be back. Hi, Christine Murray. Great to have you back, my love. And she's saying hi to Jason. So one of your fan club there, Jason. Hi, Trevor. Trevor Andrew Morley. Another one of your lot, Jason, by the look of it. And Chrissy and Dave Schutz, all the way from Cyprus. Wow, thank you for joining us, Chrissy. What a treat. Fabulous. And hi, Patricia. Oh, I got all tongue-tied then. Patricia Hesketh. Let's hope that I don't get tongue-tied when I'm working this evening.
Oh, bless you. Thank you very much, Brenda. It's lovely, as I say, to have all of you here with me this evening. We will get things kicked off shortly. Guys, please do share us out there at Spiritual Psychics TV. It does help the channel grow. You can do that via Facebook by hitting your share buttons. And if you're watching via YouTube, you've got a little swirly arrow icon that should just be sitting down there somewhere in your graphics bar where you can copy and paste onto all of your social media platforms. I'm just going to hand over very quickly to the lovely Ashley Robinson, because Ashley can fill everybody in with what's coming up on the channel tomorrow. So Ashley, over to you, my friend.
Thank you for the hospital pass. I think we'd call that in rugby terms. I didn't know I was about to do that. But good evening, folks. Welcome to Spiritual Psychic TV. You're joining us live on YouTube and Facebook. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Lots of amazing things to check out, including tomorrow night, live with me from 8 o'clock, Being Spiritual, a spiritual philosophy chat show from 8 o'clock. You can ask Ash anything. We're going to be chatting through a couple of different spiritual subjects, but you have the opportunity to change that. It's an interactive show. Throw us in any of your questions, any of the things you would like to know about, or if you'd like us to delve into one of those subjects again. So we look forward to seeing you on Friday nights from 8 o'clock. And on Saturday nights, you'll always find a wonderful medium giving you a demonstration of mediumship. So please check that out. That will be live across Facebook and YouTube. Also, free readings and mediumship on Saturday nights at 8 p.m. On Sunday mornings at 11 o'clock, live from Wimbledon Spiritualist Church, is the Divine Service, my home church at Wimbledon Spiritualist Church. Reverend Mum and Dad, Ray and Jackie Robinson, will give you a warm welcome. I was actually meant to be the medium this Sunday morning, but I'm taking my son to his last rugby training session and Christmas party. So you've got a lovely medium working Sunday morning live from Wimbledon Spiritualist Church. You'll have an address and some readings and that mediumship, say, live from the church. Often afterwards, there is an opportunity to chat on the sofa, a bit of a chat show. I don't know if we had a Sunday sofa this weekend. If we do, all the details will be on the channel. Make sure you check out that. There are also VIP nights, folks. So head over to the Spiritual Psychic TV fan page on Facebook. Find out about some of those VIP nights. Now, by VIP, we're very important patrons of Spiritual Psychic TV. Some of our regular fans and communities have an opportunity to join in some of the live Zooms, sometimes for a bit of a nit-nat and a chat, sometimes for the opportunity to do some spiritualist mediumship and some development. But lots of wonderful things going on. Head over to spiritualpsychictv.online.co.uk and find out about some of the other things happening live on this channel. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for filling everybody in there, Ashley. That's absolutely fantastic. We've lost Lorraine for the moment, but I'm sure we'll be working hard back scenes to get her back on screen here with us this evening. I'm just going to do a couple more acknowledgements to all of you lovelies that are tuning in with us this evening. And as I say, please do share us out there. Do let us know what part of the world you're viewing from as well, because I can see that we've got people joining us from all over. So it'd be nice to give a few acknowledgements there. I can see that Hesville saying, I don't think I've seen a couple of the mediums before, so I'm so looking forward to tonight. Well, this is going to be great. Are you all excited, guys? Are your energies all full and pumped up and ready to go? I can see all thumbs up, so that's absolutely fantastic. We got Selena Lovett saying, Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas to you, Selena. And Karen King saying, Wimbledon Church is a beautiful service. Well, that's absolutely lovely for you to say so, Karen. Thank you so much for your beautiful comments. And we've got our lovely Terry Wall, who works back scenes here, who's saying, please like and share the show and help SPTV grow. Thank you. Absolutely. And it really is important to like and follow the channel as well, guys, because for some reason, if you do that via Facebook, it tends to allow your comments to be viewed. Just recently, we seem to be experiencing a little bit of difficulty with Facebook with regards to people that haven't liked and followed the channel. So please do make a point of doing that if you will. And we've got another Karen who joins us, who's just saying that she's looking forward to seeing Jason Rothwell, and Mark Brown's acknowledging you there as well, Ashley. So it's fantastic. We've got so many of you joining us. We're so grateful, but I am conscious that we need to get things started. So my first couple, lovely Brenda and lovely Sam, are you ready, guys?
Oh, yes.
Yes, we're ready to go.
Yeah.
Goody, good, good. So I'm going to hand over to you two to crack on and start things off for us, and we'll see you in a short while.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks,
well, it's
Bill.
a pleasure to see everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys. This is a first for Sam and I. We've never worked together before, so I'm really excited about working with you tonight, Sam.
Yeah, likewise. Yeah, really looking forward to it. So I can tell you that spirit's definitely here already. In fact, it's been this spirit. I feel it's a male spirit that's been with us for the whole time that they were talking then, because I was feeling the constant presence of this man around, I need to say at the moment. And I do feel he's patient, because he was really waiting without feeling like he was badgering me, if you know what I mean. I got a sense of him remaining a bit. So this man that I've got has a patience to him. And I do feel he's quite, it feels like that this man did some sort of like practical work. It feels like I'm getting this sense of practicalness about him. What are you sensing? Who are you getting at the moment?
Yeah. Hi, Sam. Yeah, I'm also blending with a man. So let's hope it's the same one, my love. Yeah. With him, I do definitely get a sensation of breathing difficulties towards the end of my life before I pass to the spirit world. And for those of you that are unfamiliar with this process, it doesn't mean that your loved ones still suffer in the spirit world. It just means that they can impress upon us that feeling. So I know that this gentleman struggled with speaking because he didn't have enough puff. I do feel, talking of puffing, that he would have been quite a heavy smoker. And I'm actually, I'm erring on the side of he might even share an accent similar to our Sam's here. I don't know that he's from down south like me. I'm feeling that I'm from up north. You know, how are you feeling about that, Sam?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling there's an honesty to this man, that Yorkshire honesty, if you like. That I'm feeling. And I need to say as well, there's a connection to this man's hands, to holding this man's hands holding the person's hands as well, to who this
I was sitting
is for.
Yeah, exactly. I was sitting exactly the same way here. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna see where I'd like people just to comment at the moment to see whether we can. I let spirit guide me to people. And I just want to see where he's going to guide me to as to who we might be with this man.
I want to be talking about him being with another gentleman in the spirit world who's on a brotherly vibration to him. And I'm not absolutely, I'm wondering whether somebody has just recently passed to the spirit world who's connected to him.
I'm actually really drawn to Sue Chadwick, I think. I'm really drawn to her at the moment as her comment flew past.
Right.
I was really being pulled towards Sue Chadwick.
Okay.
Sue, can you take everything we've given so far at the moment? That would be, you keep giving, what else are you getting there?
And Sue, can you also understand that there's a brother in the spirit world with him, or brother-in-law, please? Because I feel that there's a chap standing next to him who also wants to be acknowledged, you know. Your son-in-law passed this year, bless. Okay, so you'd understand they've come in together. There's two lovely men here, I've got to say, and they blend very well together. They seem to get on very well. I believe they got on well together in the physical world as well as in the spirit world. And you'd understand, Sue, that they're wanting to come in, you know, to rally the troops around you all at the moment, because obviously, you know, coming up for firsts, especially the first Christmas after you've lost somebody to the spirit world, is difficult for the family. So they're both collectively bringing around, there's a lot of love. I don't feel that the original gentleman would have been one for talking a lot about love when he was here, but they loved each other. That's lovely, Sue. Thank you for that. And they're, you know, but he loved you because of the things he did for you.
I am drawn towards a picture of this man as well that we first came in, and I feel you've got a picture of him. It feels like it's quite an old picture, so I feel it would have been, it's taken a while back, this picture, but I'm feeling it's like, it feels like he's wearing like trousers, like a green jumper or something in this picture. And it would have been like a sunny day. It was taken outdoors. And I feel that it wasn't a posed photograph. It was like outdoors in the park or outdoors somewhere. I'm just sensing a bit of green around. I don't know whether it might even been on some holiday at one point or something. But I'm getting this sense of him being outdoors in this photograph. As I say, quite an oldish photo, so slightly faded a bit as well. Okay, I have the picture taken in Spain. Lovely stuff. Excellent.
Yeah. And Sue, does it make sense to you that he always liked to wear a hat? Didn't want the sun directly on his head. So he always wanted a hat. And then when he was at home in the UK, also liked to wear a hat during the winter. It may even be your sort of typical flat cap here with him. I do feel that he's a very traditional guy, don't you, Sam?
Yeah, I do, yeah. I am drawn towards a watch as well with this man. I am feeling that you might have the watch from this man. And I feel that this watch it's not a very extravagant watch. And I mean that in a polite kind of way, because I don't think he was an extravagant sort of person, but I'm feeling that it's got like a silver edge to it, this watch I'm seeing. And I feel it's like a leather strap to it, actually, like a darkish brown leather strap. I think it was well worn though. So I think I'm seeing this. That's what I'm seeing at the moment. Quite a simple watch, as I say. It's not an overly extravagant one, you know. I have his watch with his corner. Okay, lovely. Thank you.
It's a flat cap, and you have the watch. Wonderful, wonderful. We're getting there, aren't we? Yeah, that's great. You know, Sue, he's saying to me that he is so very, very proud of you and how much you've achieved since he passes to the spirit world, because does it make sense to you, my love, that you haven't always been the most confident lady in terms of, you know, having to be on your own? And, you know, he makes me feel like you're a strong lady, but you lacked confidence. And after he passes to the spirit world, you know, you understandably had a wobble, my love. But he's just saying, you know, you've actually picked yourself up by your bootstraps and you've got on with it, and you've kept the family together. And he's saying you are the cement that holds the family together, Sue. Does that make sense to you, my darling?
Also, going on from that, I'm feeling with you as well, Sue, that there's been change of directions for you almost. I'm feeling recently there's been like something unexpected. With these events that have happened, that it's brought about unexpected changes of direction, I feel, and almost he's coming around you to give you confidence, to know that you will be okay, almost like try and go with the flow with that and know that you will be okay. Have confidence in you, that you've got this, because I know that he certainly has confidence in you, you know. Because I just get this real sense of like flowing in terms of like maybe things aren't going the way you might have expected them to, but it doesn't mean that things are going to turn out badly. It just means things are going to work around differently, you know. Yeah.
And I'm also going to point out actually Sam's body language there. So I don't know if, ladies and gentlemen, you were able to see that, but he was actually doing a figure of 8 on its side,
right,
which you know, that is it's a symbol from spirit, isn't it? It's absolutely, you know, it's about eternal. It's wonderful.
Eternal, that's right.
It's a wonderful thing. So spirit were inspiring his actual body to move in that way. And sometimes as mediums, we don't even notice they're doing it to us, do we, Sam? So
No,
it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
so he's also wanting to talk about your daughter, my love, and he's saying you've done a tremendous job with supporting her, and I believe there's children around there, you know, because it's been such a hard year all round. And I believe that with the passing of your son-in-law, that it was you know, there was a lot to be done afterwards. I don't feel that all the plans were put in place and to help it be smooth. So there's been so much to do, so many hurdles to leap over. And you've just, the two of you have done such a good job together. And again, that has brought you as mum and daughter closer, my darling. I hope that makes sense to you.
And I need to say as well, is that I'm getting a strong message from him to really say, like, this Christmas, you deserve to put your feet up and just enjoy it. That's what you deserve to do. Because I obviously feel that means that obviously you've been doing a lot and you've been running around a lot. You've been very busy. But you know what? Spirit's just saying you need to put your feet up and really just take it easy and go steady with things, you know. I just really strongly from Spirit to say that, you know.
Yeah, I also got the impression that Sue may have had a bad chest herself as well. You know, I don't know whether it's anything to do with COVID. That's not what they've told me, but that, you know, your physical health has suffered a little bit with all of the difficulties around you, the emotional, you know, stuff that you've had to go through in the family. So, you know, I think, you know, I'm getting the same thing as Sam. Slow down a little bit, my lovely, and
take care of yourself, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I need to give you, as it feels like we're approaching towards the end of our message, it just feels like a tremendous warmth from actually both of them in spirit. I'm just getting loads and loads of warmth and love for you. Now, as I say, I don't feel he's not actually giving me any words to say, because I don't think he would have been that sort of person that would have really spoken a lot about it, but you would have felt it with him. And I need to say, in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if right now you're feeling a warmth around you right now, because I get this tremendous warmth being given from him, from spirit to you. And that is, I feel, from my side of the message, that is his message, you know.
Yeah, and I'm perceiving the cheeky side of him, Sue. And he's saying, if you need somebody, sounds very rude, and I can only apologise, but he's saying, if you need anybody to rub Vic on your chest, I'm your man, he says. So, you know, there's got to be that lovely, light-hearted side to your hubby that is, you know, he's absolutely gorgeous. He's been wonderful to work with, hasn't he, Sam?
Yeah, and, really beautiful to work with.
Yeah, but he's not greedy. There you go. She's warm.
There you go.
That's lovely. You know, he's not greedy. He wants us to be able to reach as many people as we can tonight. So thank you for you know, letting us know that that you could take the information, Sue.
Yeah,
and
thank you
God
for
bless
working
my
with
love.
us.
Yeah, and that's his humour. Yeah. Okay, take care. Right, should we see if we can get another quick one in?
Yeah, let's
Sam?
do it.
Yeah. Okay. Right, where are we going?
Okay, so you having anyone coming through at the moment?
Yeah, I'd like to start with a lady if I can. Are you all right?
I had a lady already. Yeah, I have a lady as well.
Yeah, this is what we like, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
Now with this lady, I do feel that with her, I'm very well presented. So she is, unlike the gentleman that we just had. I'm not saying he wasn't well presented, but she's got a much more sort of proper demeanour around me. You know, she's less relaxed as a personality, but she is keen to link up with her family today. I do feel that. Go on, you were going to say something.
I'm just feeling that there's a picture of this lady with, it feels like it might be a wedding photo, because it feels like she's wearing a wedding outfit with a hat just tipped onto the side a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm feeling like a bluish colour, I feel, to the outfit is what I'm seeing at the moment.
Okay. Lovely. Yeah. There is this feeling about her that she is very well. Her hair's done beautifully.
Yeah.
She's lightly made up. She hasn't got a lot of makeup on, you know, a bit of powder and a little bit of blush and lipstick, but she's always very well presented, very smart, very clean lady. Anybody understanding this?
I'm really drawn to Jan Driver. Jan Driver, can you take this lady in spirit? I'm very drawn to you. Now, hang on a minute. Louise Griffiths, I have pics of my mother in a wedding outfit. But let's see whether we might be with Louise, but let's just see whether Jan Driver can take it, because I was being pulled towards Jan Driver.
Okay. Right. Okay. Let's see if we can get a little bit more. Where are we going with this lady? And Karen is saying her sister. Karen as well. Right. Okay.
Justine as well.
Yeah, I'm feeling cancer conditions around this lady. I don't know about you, Sam. I'm feeling that she, but I don't feel that she was one for, you know, feeling sorry for herself through it. I do feel that she absolutely was, you know, tried to be strong and keep everybody, you know, very, very alert. You know, she was just an admirable lady. Everybody said how courageous she was throughout her illness. In fact, does that make sense to you, Sam?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Who understands this with a cancer condition, please? Sorry, it takes us a little while. Mary, but can you take everything else, Mary? Can you take the other information that we've given, my love? The description, the lady's personality. Because we were working.
Helen Graham.
All right, we're just writing names down. Helen and Louise.
Yeah.
Your nan passed with cancer, and that was the lady. Unfortunately, we can't, within StreamYard, we can't scroll up and down and see the points that came before. So forgive us.
Mary Lou can take everything.
Right. Okay. Let's just see what we're doing with this then.
I'm feeling a sense that this lady would have liked to have people around her home as well, and there's a pride in her home as well, because I am being drawn. For some reason, I'm seeing like a cup and saucer and a spoon she was coming forward with, and I'm getting this sense of like her really enjoying people around. I'm seeing this cup and saucer with its white bone china with like red roses on or pink roses on it, is what I'm seeing it as.
Okay. And can I add here a love of tennis? I don't necessarily think it was playing it, but I think it, you know, I think this lady would have probably religiously watched Wimbledon every year. Can you let us know if you understand that, please? Because we need to try and definitely narrow down who we're working. I know Mary seems to be able to take it all.
Can take it all.
Yeah, so can Amanda. Mary and Amanda.
Oh, Mary Lowe's got a china set.
Okay.
I think we might be with Mary Lowe, you know. That's what I'm feeling with.
Yeah. Mary, can you understand the tennis, please? I just want to make sure that I'm still linked in with the same lady that that Sam's linked in, because this is part of the, isn't it clever? Roses in China and Grandma Love Wimbledon. Oh, right, okay. So we're still not sure here, but we think we might be with Mary, don't we?
Yeah, we do, yeah. Yeah, I love watching tennis,
Right,
I think we are with Mary, everybody.
Sold to that lovely lady. I'm so sorry to all the other ladies that have put comments up there, but we're you know, we do feel we're with Mary, don't we, Sam?
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Yeah, you know, Mary, she's she's hung out the bunting, Mary, for you, because there's cause for celebration in the family, isn't there, my love? There's some really exciting things coming to fruition in the next year. Do you understand that, please? It feels like there's going to be a new baby born or something really that she would have got really, really excited about. It's like everybody's doing what they should be doing, getting married, having children, and, you know, all of the things that she would have loved to see.
I need to say, as we hung out bunting for my birthday, all lovely stuff, excellent.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. Okay, you're ahead of me, Sam. I'm not seeing the comments as quickly as you. Brilliant.
So I need to say as well, I feel, Mary, with this lady, you shared a lot of hearts to heart with her, because I get a real sense of like, that's what you've missed. And I think this time of year brings that more to the fore. And I feel that you've really thought about, you know, you missed these hearts to heart with her, because I just get this strong sense. So I was asking her to tell me experiences, tell me things together and everything that you did. And I just get this strong sense of really sharing some hearts to heart with her. And because she's physically not there, it's really shaking you, and you need to know that she is around you, and you need to know as well that she's in no pain, because I feel whenever Spirit tell me this to say, I feel that questions were asked about her passing with that, and you were really concerned on her passing about that, but you need to know she's in no pain whatsoever. And actually she's telling me to thank you as well for everything that you did. So I feel that towards the end, you must have helped her out with a lot of things. And because I need to say her thanks to you. She's given me thanks to pass on to you. And I'm getting actually quite, I feel there was high emotions around that time, because I don't always do this, but I'm really feeling quite overcome a little bit. And it only happens now and then. But I need to say she's really putting on to me that real, it was really tough, her passing, you know. But you need to know she's in no pain at all, you know. And it was so beautiful. And you must know that what you had on earth together, you've still got that, even though she physically isn't around you. Energetically, you're still as connected as you always were. And she can hear you whenever you talk out to her, you know. Okay, yeah, thank you for that.
And I know you worry about your daughter, Mary, but she's saying you really don't need to worry as much as you do. Life is really turning around for your daughter, you know, in the coming year. She really needs to look now to be positive and see that, you know, she's got great potential and to make the most of it all, my love, okay? You feel her around you. That's lovely, because we are our own mediums. We don't realise it, but we are. And trust that. When you get that feeling, Mary, you can trust it, because, you know, love is a language that we all speak, okay? And it comes in feelings. So, you know, just, you know, take her love. She's a darling lady. She's been lovely to work with, hasn't she, Sam?
Yeah,
and,
really has, yeah.
Yeah, and we'll leave her love with you, because we've gone over our little slot, unfortunately.
As I leave it, I do just need to leave one more thing with you, and that is, I feel this might be a bauble for a Christmas tree or a symbol that you had together, and it's a white dove. And I feel you might either have this as a bauble on the Christmas tree, or it's just a symbol that means something to both of you together. And she just brought that in at the end for you. And I feel it really represents how lovely and peaceful and kind she really was, you know, and what that relationship you had together, you know. So I'm going to leave that with love and light as she's around you and in spirit. Okay, you take care.
That's a beautiful way to finish. Thank you, Sam. That was a lovely way to finish. How gorgeous. Okay. Are we all right, Bill? You're going to let us go, kick us back out into the back room?
I just want to say how beautiful that was to watch. I mean, fantastic evidence there of the eternal soul. Truly do. I'm getting tongue-tied because I've got spirit coming in already. Fantastic evidence of the eternal soul truly living on. And they were two beautiful links that you both worked on one of you in the north of the England in UK,
Yeah.
one of you in the south of England in the UK. Both can join in your energies with the same communicators. I mean, how fantastic is that?
Beautiful.
And that is what the concept of this show is all about and has always been about. And isn't it fantastic that neither of you have worked together before until this evening, and you've been able to bring through all of that evidence? So, guys, I just want to say a massive thank you so much for making this evening's show and for your time and your energy. God bless you both. Thank you so very, very much.
And thank you for inviting us.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you to Spirit.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Right, I'm gonna kick you off screen now because I'm gonna bring Ashley and Lorraine on.
We'll enjoy.
So I'm going to bring the lovely Ashley and Lorraine on screen.
Thanks,
and they're going to be your next two mediums, again, who are going to attempt to work together, bringing through evidence of life after life, as Ashley loves to say. So I'm going to hand over to you two guys and just say to the viewers at home, just please do be conscious there is about a 10 to 15 second delay when you place your comments to the mediums receiving and vice versa. So just do bear with us, guys. Over to you two, and the best of luck. See you shortly.
Lovely, thanks, Bill. I think Lorraine, first for us to work together. I've seen you at Women in Church a few times with another man in your life by your side, but it's great to be working with you tonight, folks. Lorraine and I work slightly differently, as we all do, and we get evidence of the communicator. So look lively, look for the evidence. If it's your second cousin twice removed, but you know they are, then say yes in the comment box. Give us what you're saying yes to, and you need to stay in. It's a bit like bingo. You need to be able to say yes to everything. So as this communicator was coming in, I had this man with me. He is definitely family. I've been communicating with a family member of him. He's talking about being a father. He's telling me he passed with a heart-related condition. Heart failure was the words that he used. He spoke about a life-limiting condition with the heart, but boom, bang, sudden, catastrophic with the heart failure. He did give me the number 7, folks. I think he kept showing it to me. So perhaps 77 was important around a year, but certainly that number 7 very important to him. This man used my own memories of South London and showed me those links towards South London and Surrey, particularly in and around the suburbs and around Croydon Airport. So start to give us your feedback. You need to be able to say yes to all of that stuff, folks. And Lorraine is going to give you some additional evidence about that communicator, and we'll narrow in who we're with. Over to you, Lorraine.
Okay, well, I felt this gentleman was a real fun-loving guy because he's just bringing in Elvis Presley. So I know that he would have loved Elvis Presley. With him, I'm getting that he would have at some point gone to a party or something and dressed as, like Elvis Presley. He was that enthusiastic about him. I'm getting the 5th of November. And with Ashley, where he's saying about the South, I do feel like there is a connection to Kent, around the coast area. So I don't know whether that would have been family or whether, family would have originated from Kent. I'm getting big boots with him as well. So I know that I feel like he would have been a manual worker, but I know that I've got quite big feet. But I'm also getting in with that as well. It's like a double message. It's more like it's hard to fill his boots now he's passed, because I felt like this guy was very loving, very funny. I just felt like a real good fun guy to be around. And I know that whoever he's left behind, I do feel that it's a real hard task to fill those boots because you miss him so much. And I do feel that this is like a father.
Okay. I was just going to say the links to South London, folks. My dad is from South London. I think they were just reinforcing that link back to a father connection. So I do think this is someone's father in the congregation tonight that you're going to be communicating with. Father and a grandfather, but you'd be connecting with them on dad's side of the family. I agree with everything that Lorraine has just said there as well. No, those links here, that south corridor back down towards Kent and the Kent coast. out in the suburbs. I think that is his link. The airport, the Croydon Airport, I think is a World War II link. For those that know anything about Croydon, you know there's not an operational airport there anymore, but there's that World War II interest there, that memorial with this person. Okay, so there's a few different people coming in. Mary Lowe, father-in-law died in London, massive heart attack. A couple of other people have said potentially father-in-law. Folks, if you're coming in, we want you to be able to say yes to everything we've said with that context. You must be able to understand.
I think there was a lady just came up. She said she's been a widow for 11 years. So I think, yes, Janie. Is that Janie?
Janie Loxton.
Yes. Okay, so can you, he died on the 7th of March. Okay, so can you understand the rest of it with like Elvis Presley and the airport? He was cheeky and he was a builder. Well, those are the boots.
I just heard him say, I don't know her. I don't know her. I'm asking for a name, but who he is, give me the letter J. Okay, J is very significant to this man. Not trying to give his names. Perhaps we are with you, as I don't know her. Yes. So you are Janine, and is it Jade? Jade Fleming. Let's try and get something better to you.
Right. Okay.
You would be. I'm looking for. I know we've got a few people talking about husband. This doesn't feel right as a husband connection. This would be biological family on dad's side of the family, or even dad himself. Jade Fleming said something about the steelworks there. What else was you in? If you're still commenting, folks, I'm assuming that you were saying yes to everything. Jade's talking about a cousin, and his daughter lives in Kent. Hannah's saying Jay is grandson's initial. Jade Fleming's talking about her uncle. Hannah Joyce was saying biological file. Right, we need to give you some more evidence then, don't we, folks? There's too many in. We need a bingo card. That number. So let's refresh on some of that other information. The number 7 was significant, folks. So if you're still in and you're saying yes, I understand the significance of the number 7. Yes, I understand this father connection, this link back to dad. You're talking about the love of Elvis. I was just getting Desmond's, the old TV show there, Desmond's. I think it was a barber shop, wasn't it? It was just making reference to that. We've got those physical links, rough hands. He was just giving me this rough skin of his fingers. Someone that worked physically hard, put a lot of energy and effort into that. So you need to say.
Like he would have been on a lot of medication as well, because I'm seeing a lot of pills.
Definitely, he's rattling a pot of me, and he lived a limiting life. This was it limited his life, but the heart attack was boom, and that was catastrophic. That suddenly took him out.
And I do feel like there's 2 daughters.
Right, Dominic Smith says, my granddad had heart problems, birthday 7/7, sister lives in Mitcham, South London, granddad was in the war, Jay is my second name, granddad also worked with his hands. So it sounds like almost a bingo card there, but Dominic, I know her. Okay, Dominic Smith, I do believe we are with you. And as we link in with there, we'll try and give you a bit more evidence about that communicator, but for me, you've just said all that in a sentence. I do feel we got, as always happens, you get like attracts like, birds of a feather flock together, folks. So no doubt all of you are connecting with other members of the family in similar evidence. No, they are around you. They're just not communicating with us right now. And as he links him, I feel very excited. I feel excited despite the anxiety that's holding you back a little bit at the moment, Dominique. There's this element of you wanting to get out there and get there, and I know that, and I know the anxiety that everyone's feeling right now in the UK. But I have excitement for you.
Yeah, 2 daughters. Okay. Yeah, so we're definitely.
Thank you for that confirmation. Yeah, the next chapter, you've got to. I feel like you are about to start that. You're about to start something new. You'd understand that, Dominic. There is this start of something new, this new chapter, this new opportunity, and him being quite excited about this for you. All right.
I feel like this is something to do with work, because I feel like this is like a business opportunity. I feel like you're getting out there and you're getting sort of ideas at the moment, and I feel that they are quite good ideas, and I do feel that he's coming in to say that you should go for it. I do feel this is a business opportunity, which I feel that you should take. What's that saying?
Confirmation, lots of anxiety, daughter with medical conditions, but coming through the other end. Yeah, he's saying, you know, I make a place for all of you, but not yet. You know, you need to listen as well. Do what you're being told to do. You need to rest, Dominic. You're not sleeping properly. You're not getting enough energy. You need to be there for her in order to continue what you're doing. There is love and light around all of you. We're not medical tunists. We're not medical professionals. We don't diagnose, nor does he. But he knows there are doctors working this side with them too. Just go with that flow. Keep listening. Keep doing, and treat every day at a time. You're returning back to uni for the second year of the master's degree, child psychology. I had to take a year out.
But this
Thank you
is going
for
to be,
verifying
I just felt like this is going to be really good, because there is, because I did feel there was the connection with your child, that there's going to be something coming up with something that you know, like when you're using things to help children, I just felt that there's something that you're going to come across, or something that, you know, a child needs, that you're going to actually help to develop it or do something. You're going to just be in that sort of arena. I can't sort of quite get it, but I know there's something that you're going to be connected with, and that you're going to end up sort of, it's like you're going to end up sort of having a business or something from it.
Give the fear back to Grandad. Give the fear back to the universe. You've got this. And these experiences are important. They'll be valuable in your foundation for your next move. And you will have opportunities of contextualizing this in your own life and applying some of your learning, your studies. But more investment to come your way, more opportunity. I've got books, and at the end of those books I've got qualifications, I've got certificates, I've got things you're working towards, that formal accreditation.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, she's just saying that she's self-employed, but she graduated, I can't get my words out, helping to develop their emotional development. But I do feel this is something that you're gonna bring to the table. It's like when there's something missing, and I feel that you're going to bring something to the table to help these children. Yeah, you know, I know you said you work with them emotionally, but I feel this is something which is going to help them tremendously. And I just feel like it's really good feeling that you're going to do this. Okay.
Stop cracking your knuckles, he was just saying. That fear, you're fidgeting with your fingers, and you clicked or cracked a knuckle, and he was just saying, you know, don't do that. Don't do that. Find something more practical with, certainly not your phone, because you're having a repetitive strain, weren't you? It was starting to get to your right hand side around your thumb and your wrist. He was just telling me about that. As late night as well, isn't it? You've been holding it in bed, your phone, and he was talking about the pain you had around your thumb and your wrist. He said, look after yourself, Dominic, look after yourself. But you've got this. She's so much braver than she thinks she is, and you keep telling her that. Keep investing into her. Just keep pushing forward, one day at a time.
Oh, I just feel that I just feel like with your daughter as well. I do feel that she sensed your granddad around, and I do feel that, you know, sometimes she's not too sure what it is, but I do feel that she is actually sensing him around. So he is around her. He is trying to give her some healing, some comfort. And I do feel that she will get this from him, because she's got this connection with him.
And he was just talking about those links to, I've got a Croydon postcode, a CR4. Yeah, okay. CR4. He's trying to say something there. He's having some trouble. He's giving me just a bit of a stutter there, just towards take that away, friend. Okay, yeah, CR4, bit of a dump of my own. Was that where I held my hat? Dominic, you don't understand that postcode, and that stutter, just as he was. Take it away, thank you. Taking that stutter in, it was a frustration for me to be able to get everything off my chest. There was something. Take it away. Really affected me, and I just want to say I've been able to correct any of my imperfections in the body, and as I speak, Yes, thank you. Take that away. Keeps giving me that sensation. It was enormous. Okay, friend. It was really frustration for him. Thanks for the confirmation about the postcode, Dominic.
I think that's about it, isn't it? I'm not too sure how much time we got left.
Yeah, we might be able to get a quick one in. Dominic, that was your message. Thank you very much. Lorraine, do you have your next communicator, or do you want me to go with what I had and blend in? Dominic's just confirmed. You can take the stutter. That is me trying to get things off my chest. Okay, thank you for that combination, Dominic. Have our love, and we send that love to you from the spirit world as well. Okay, I do have a young lady here. Okay, as this young lady communicates to me, she talks about her being in charge of the decision to end her life. Okay, I'm asking more about that. She's giving me the sensation of a loss of oxygen. Hung. Okay, thank you. She's telling me she's taken her own life as she links in with you. I am linking out to Mum. I've also got a friend of Mum here, Dominic Smith. Thank you very much for that confirmation. You're very welcome. Someone would understand this lady. I've got friend of the family, but I've also got that link back to Mum. And I've got a lady here, a teenager, a young lady that has taken her own life. She's talking about her lifestyle being something that she was out of control with, and a lifestyle affecting her moods and her ability to overcome this sense of how she was feeling. And this is linked to the way I've eaten as well, my digestive system. I think I've either deprived myself of food. Okay, I've purged. I've not been eating properly, and then I've been eating and purging in a way of self-harm. So someone would understand this lady that took her own life, has suffered with this eating disorder. She's describing it in some way towards the end of her life. She was talking about Mum, and I was talking about friends of the family, people that wanted out for me. And I want to say sorry, ultimately. I'm sorry that I didn't accept the help. I know there was help available for me. I just felt that I was approached end of the line, that I couldn't go on more with this. Okay, Lorraine, anything you want to add at this time?
I just felt with her, I felt like she was, when she was found, I just felt like I'm being sort of, I needed to have my heart worked on. So I do feel like there was a lot of like trying to get her back again, but it was like no use. I do feel with her as well, it's like, I know that it wasn't a cry for help this time, because I felt like she would have done it before. So I know this time she meant it. I just felt like she was very, I'm getting really emotional.
I planned the time, Mum, when you weren't there to stop me. And I didn't think about you having to find me, but I'd only gone as far as the plan of doing it when you weren't there to stop me.
Yeah.
I see that Shara was talking about her daughter. Shara, I don't think I am with you. I send you some love and light. Someone else would understand this lady. I feel like I'm auntie. Is it Mum's sister? I've got this sibling link here because I am reaching out to Mum, but I'm doing it almost through friends and family. And I've got this link through siblings. I don't know if it's it's Mum's sibling. I think I've got maybe an auntie here that she's talking about. I don't know if you've got any more.
Carol. I'm getting the name Carol, so I don't know whether that's her name or whether it's someone around her. I just feel with this lady that I just felt like this problem started from a young age, and I just felt like it went on like quite a long time through her life. I felt she had a lot of problems. I felt she was very I'm just getting like a nervous feeling.
Not comfortable in my own body, in my own skin. Feel like an imposter. Look at myself in the mirror. I don't recognize that person. Doesn't feel like me, and I don't feel like the person that people are saying that they're seeing. I don't see the same person that she was talking about.
Does anyone?
Okay, so only Cheryl had mentioned, and I don't think I am with you, Cheryl. God bless you. And right. Desiree was talking about a cousin that overdosed. Could be her. Desiree, I've got this. I do have this sensation of something about my throat. I feel like she has put something around her throat because she keeps putting my hands up to my throat as if I've strangled. I've lost consciousness.
And I do feel like this would have been coming up to like rather Christmas or just after Christmas, because I feel like this was around a holiday time. it's like I just had enough. I just felt like that was enough, and I just didn't want to be around anyone. I just wanted to be on my own, and that's when I decided to do it.
Okay.
Years ago.
There's a few of you taking bits of this. I think you need to be able to take it, or a few people talk about people that have taken their own life. I think you've got the young lady that's taken her own life. There's a loss of consciousness, possible strangulation or hanging themselves. You've got the name Carol, which would be significant that Lorraine had just mentioned there. You've got this sense of me not eating properly, but it not being obvious. Me not being happy about this, and I feel like I've left school. I've got through what would have been considered, a more difficult period, and I'm not comfortable.
Yeah, I just felt very nervous, and I do feel that it was round a holiday time that this happened. So it was rather like just before Christmas or just after Christmas. Could have been sort of like maybe Easter time. I think it's more sort of round about this time.
God bless you, Jade. I know you're talking about a young man that was 21. I don't think we are with you. This is definitely a lady. Natasha talks about Halloween and a cousin died, and Jenny doesn't feel right. Belinda Jones, a friend took her life a few weeks ago. She hung herself. Belinda Jones, you would know Mum as well. I'd want you to know Mum. This would be important. Mum's still around. I've survived, Mum. Jan's talking about hung herself, stopped eating, died at Easter as an anniversary. Jan is mentioning that. Shout out,
And
Lorraine, if any of these names make sense.
There will be a photograph of her in a heart-shaped frame.
It's a nice frame. It's almost like made of wood.
Okay. I don't know what it's made of, but I just know that it's in a
Yeah,
heart.
I can see the frame, and I quite like the way that this is. It's almost like the frame itself is the heart, and that's gone over the photograph to make me inside the heart. It's a wooden
Yes.
Wooden frame.
Yeah.
Jan, I think she's talking about understanding someone that's hung herself, stopped eating, died at Easter. Desiree just felt spirit touched my head.
And I do feel with her as well that at time of death, as I said, they would have worked on her heart to try and sort of.
Yeah, so they try to bring me back. They worked on me. I was watching them work on me. You'd understand that. You got to me quite quickly, quicker than I thought you were going to be. Someone I'd left. You'd left, and I had this time to do it, and I took my own life. I was already gone. I wanted to let you know that everyone tried, and if it was down to them and their energy and their willpower, I would have still been here, but I was gone. For me, it was end of experience, and I'm at peace with that. But I know that I didn't think about the consequences of me being found, of me leaving the people behind her. Jan, I do feel, Jan, yes, no, Jan, Dad, you understand that Dad found me. That Dad wasn't around when I did it. Dad had found me. And I want to say that I accept responsibility for this. For me, it was that I'd come to the end of that experience, and I understand that. But I was also very miserable within my own skin at times, and there was people that I could talk to, but I chose not to, and this was quite calculated. I'm sorry, because I didn't think past the end decision what would happen around people discovering me. But I am here to say I'm sending my love. I'm okay. I'm at peace with the decision. For me, it was the end of that experience.
Yeah, definitely, because I feel with her that she's giving out that, like at the time you're so desperate, you just don't know, you're not thinking about anyone else, and I just felt like I've just got to go, and I'm so happy now. I just feel so happy, relieved, and I know that by saying this, I know that I'm going to help heal the people who are, family that I've left behind, because they will know that how much I suffered, and that now I know that I'm okay.
And I know that people were there for me, and I want to say thank you for them, and I want to say sorry for people discovering the way I honestly just hadn't thought about that. I was oblivious to that. I'd made so much of a focus about the end of my life. I hadn't thought about people coming across me and the way they had to do, but I'm around them. I'm trying to send my love and my light. I'm also very much drawn to young people, particularly young ladies, that are struggling. I found a team of people up here that are helping me get my psyche right, my psychological state right. You've got to understand that even though I don't have a head and I don't have a body, for me, I almost had to go off to some rest and relaxation. I've had to work on me. I needed that sunbed by the side of the beach for them to work on my head. And I feel that my energy, my consciousness has had that. And now I want to help others. I'm working with doctors and psychologists up here to help other people down there. I'm aware of that.
Yeah. And I do feel that on the earth plane, someone has actually done like a run or done some kind of sport activity to raise money for a charity. Yeah, I just feel like it's like running, it's doing some kind of running or something like that. But and I know that that money is going to get put to good use, because I do feel that this was I feel like it's got to go to sort of like somewhere like mental health, because I just felt like, you know, this is really something which I just felt like I can't cope with. And I was just sort of not, at the end, I just wasn't here. I wasn't the same person. I wasn't the person who I used to be. And I just want to say how much I love you.
That's where to finish it, Lorraine. Jan, that was your message from Lorraine, and I have her love and the love around the situation, that love, that healing, that light. I do have a life after this life that I left behind, but it was a miserable life and existence for the way I was feeling. I was unable to get past that. I have a life after life now. I carry on. Do not think about me as dead. Think about me in the other room, learning better, at my best almost all of the time. That was your message, Jan. Take care.
Thank you.
Sorry, Bill, for overrunning.
That's okay. Thank you so much. Again, 2 lovely, beautiful messages. And guys, thank you so much for your time and your energy that you've spent here on Collective Consciousness this evening. God bless you both. Thank you so very, very much.
Thanks, Ashley, for working with me.
Lovely to work with you, Lorraine. God bless you all. Take care. Good night and Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Bless you both. Right, I'm going to kick you off screen, and I'm going to bring on those 2 other naughty elves from up north of England, Mr. Jason Rothwell and our lovely Mandy Paul.
Hiya.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
How are you?
We're fine.
Goody, good, goody. You all ready to go?
We are. I think so. Are we, Jason?
I hope so.
Yes, we are.
Excellent.
Doing it for Lancashire and Yorkshire.
That's the one.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I'm going to leave the show in your capable, well, good hands, and I'll see you in a short while, guys. Have fun.
Will do.
See you soon. Bye.
See you soon. Bye. Hello, Jason. How are you?
Hello, lovely. I'm all right. And yourself?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm really pleased to working with you tonight.
Likewise. Do you have somebody you would like to bring through?
I had a gentleman that came in earlier, and he said his name was Jimmy, but he was known as James. Okay, and he showed me that he had a scar at the side of his nose on the right-hand side here, and he also had a dodgy right knee. Now, I felt like this gentleman was a father figure or a grandfather, and I was drawn to a lady that was on here earlier. She kept calling her name out, and I can't remember her last name. I think it was Cardinal or Cardell, her surname was. I don't know if you can feel this gentleman, but he's also got some injury. It's the right side of his body. He had an accident, and I can feel it in his, is it your spleen? I can feel like a bit of an injury or trauma to the spleen and the right knee. He was a lovely gentleman, a lovely soul, and very down-to-earth gentleman, but I felt like he was in an accident. That's what he just kept coming with. And the scar that he had here was from something else. I don't know how many can take this gentleman. I feel like it's obviously somebody's father, but also somebody's grandfather. And this lady, she kept coming up with a name, and I thought, oh my gosh, and he kept pointing to the screen to this lady. I can't remember her first name now. I don't know if you saw her earlier.
I can't, but I do. When you say James, I was feeling a James before, so I can understand, like, that's where we kind of need to be for our first one.
It was known as Jimmy, but James, he likes to be called James, but he was known also as Jimmy.
So can anyone, like, just to be quick, can anyone understand a man by the name of James or Jimmy who died in some form of accident or had pain in the middle of the body when he passed away? I know that's not lots and lots, but it should give us a couple of ideas of who to work with first of all. And I do feel I have a lady that connects with this man as well in the spirit world. I don't know about yourself, Mandy, but as I'm listening there, there's a lady that feels like his wife who's just joined us.
Okay. Aya Zen, could take him as my great-grandfather. Can you take all this evidence, this information that we've given to you about the right side of his body? It kept pointing to the scar on the right side of his face. I'm not sure how he died either, but I just know it was an accident. It never came with what he died with. It just kept coming and pointing to this side of his face. There you go. I had a brother James and he was called Jimmy. Sheena Lightheart. Can you take all this information that we've given so far?
Sheena, would you understand why he has pain in like sort of his spleen area, stomach area, either from an accident or an illness that might have been part of that?
He had such a lovely energy with him though, and he was just lovely. I just felt like I just wanted to give him a big hug. He was a right nice gentleman, and he was one of those that you could just sit in the pub, have a drink with him. Or he had a scar. Yeah, was it on the right side of his face? I just can see it here. It keeps pointing to my face here. He's lovely and warm, but it just keeps pointing to this. I feel this was from something else, not from what he died from.
Cool.
Okay.
Sheena says she can understand he has a scar, and she has a brother named James who they call by Jimmy.
Jimmy. Okay. It just wants to come through. So I feel like there was just some kind of bit of, I don't know if you can feel it, Jason, a bit of a disagreement within the family, I felt, with this gentleman, as though he was some kind of, they call it a black sheep. Is that what the name is for it?
Yeah, I can kind of go with that. I mean, for me, whilst you might have James, I can hear a lady who's saying that she's James's mum. So I would want to ask if Sheena would understand that she has James in the spirit world and her mum in the spirit world.
Okay. He just come in so strongly for, like I say, with his knee injury, but it just felt like there was something just amiss in the family at the time. He's come to apologise. He just come to apologise to the family because obviously how he passed. I'm just asking what he don't want to talk about how he passed. He just coming in, like you're saying about that lady. I think she's with him.
Yeah, well, I was sat here. I had a lady coming forward who was bringing sort of a middle-aged gentleman with her, and she said she'd brought him because he didn't want to come himself. So if you've got a man, I feel I have the lady, but the lady brought a bloke with her and was like, he's not the best at like public speaking. So she was going to talk for him.
Oh, I thought she was going to take the scar. Oh, Jimmy's my husband. Brother had a scar. And he was black sheep. Okay. Black sheep. So Sheena, can you understand the lady that's come in with him?
Sheena, so can you understand that your mother-in-law is in the spirit world, or your mother? Just when I was connecting and they were talking about a James, there was a lady that said she wanted to bring him forward because he was not very good at talking to people, and he wouldn't be the type of person to strike up a conversation, but he would sort of talk to you if you sort of pushed him into a corner and forced him to.
But he's still got a lovely energy with him, and he's very apologetic. He feels like he didn't feel like he was part of the family. Yes, mother-in-law in spirit, she's fetched him through. That's lovely. So obviously he's not on his own, but I felt like he was on his own in the family. Can you take this information?
There's a thing that, I mean, I just something that I pick up there when I've asked it. Mother-in-law feels like she's quite free speaking, only she says he takes things to heart too much, and that he always felt that he wasn't in the right, he weren't necessarily good enough, or he weren't in the right family sort of thing. But she can't understand why he felt like that, because she thought she'd done everything she could for him. Yeah,
he had a lovely energy with him though. I felt like when you think about it, we're like an old soul in the family, if you will. He had so much knowledge and information, but I felt like nobody understood him. That's what I felt with him. I felt like he had so much to give, but nobody was there to prepare to listen to him. He's so knowledgeable, and I feel like he's holding like an encyclopedia here, going down the pages as though he's scanning every page. And he's just got so much knowledge to offer, and I feel like he's coming through you, Sheena, to give you what you need right now. As the knowledge, I feel like there's some kind of study, some kind of information that you need, and he's coming really close to you, giving you this advice.
When I speak to the lady, and because she won't shut up jabbering to me, she keeps giving me black pudding, and the only thing I know about black pudding that it attaches to is there should be heart trouble in the spirit world, and also a sort of a cancer condition, but not necessarily a cancer that caused death. So a cancer that was in the body, but wasn't necessarily quite a serious illness. And then she has just said that there's another spirit who is here with us, and that spirit has only been in the spirit world about 3 to 6 months, Sheena. So would you understand where there's been an undiagnosed cancerous condition, where there's been mother-in-law loved black pudding, lovely, because she kept showing me black pudding, where there's been some heart trouble, where there's a recent passing in the family or in your immediate friends, and who the bloke is who needs the healing at the moment. If you would understand any of that. I do like a good black pudding. I don't know if they do it in Yorkshire.
I used to love black pudding, but I'm a vegan now, so I don't eat them.
Oh, well, yeah, I would be, but it mean have to give up stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, there is that to it. But he's just coming with his encyclopedia, and he's just reading down the pages, and he's scanning each page. And I'm just sensing there's some kind of homework that needs to be done, or something that's some knowledgeable, what would you put it? Some study that's coming up for somebody. And he's going to come through with the information for you, Sheena, for somebody who needs it here. And he's going to come really close and help them along the way that they've been asking for some understanding on certain things in the encyclopedia. It's just a manful of knowledge. And I think that's what he's coming with also. And I feel like you also have this gift that we have here.
So you'd understand that there is a lady who's poorly at the moment. Just as you say encyclopedia, Mandy, I would ask Sheena if we know who's moving house or who really needs a good go at clearing stuff out, because I can see boxfuls of Encyclopedia Britannicas. Now, I'm not saying anybody has those, but I just feel I want to talk about either somebody moving house or somebody selling up, and they need to sort of pack away all this useless stuff. You don't need an encyclopedia book now, do you? You've got Google.
Google, yeah. I think it's sometimes good to read a book, though, and I feel that this is, it's interesting how we need certain things at certain times, but he's just coming through with all this information, and I feel like he could never speak to the family. I don't think they allowed him to speak, and obviously his knowledge, it must have been very frustrating for him, unless because he couldn't give it. Okay.
Oh, he was very, very clever, so that shows with your encyclopedia, Sheena. Mandy rather, and they're wanting to move, so that's why I can see them wanting to pack the boxes.
You've got to keep the encyclopedias. You've got to keep them.
Yeah. Should we try and find the message from this gentleman and the lady, and then see if we can do another quick one? And
yeah, that's fine. He just wants to come and give you some love, and he also wants to say that he's going to be really close to you. He's been coming through, and you've been sensing him around a lot. He's talking about this necklace, and I feel like it was one of his necklaces that somebody has here. And I feel that you might wear this necklace, because he's just coming and he's going right this to the chest here. And I feel like there's it feels like a little pearl type thing on a necklace, on a chain. It's only small. It looks like it's pearl, and I feel like that you wear it. There's something about this special necklace that you wear of his. But that he just wants to come. That he's really sorry, but he just wants to give healing. Also, he just wants to give the healing from how he wasn't able to come through or come to you as much as he'd liked.
I'd just like to wish a Merry Christmas to Valerie Howell, who says she can understand everything we've said as well, including black pudding and a man who needs healing. So we will send healing at the end of this, Valerie. But a Merry Christmas to you, and thank you for just adding that comment there. Sheena, when I asked this lady what she wants, Sheena says she found mother-in-law's necklace in an old jewellery box. That's lovely. Sheena, I want to give you a bunch of yellow roses for some reason from this lady. As she gives me these yellow roses, she wants to apologise. I don't feel she needs to apologise, but there's certainly things around her passing, and I feel she could have been a bit of an easier woman to know, and that's why she's sort of saying sorry. I do feel she's a relatively lovely lady, but she is saying sorry for being a bit, rough around the edges. But there is this lovely bunch of yellow roses to pass. But I have to stress, when I give you these yellow roses, they are not from her. They are, your husband gave you yellow roses today. So that's lovely. It's just, she's saying they are not from her. It's just these yellow roses. She has to pass to you. Where it says she is around. And obviously James, Jimmy, he is around as well. And that they're both watching us. Can you understand, Sheena, why she's complaining, apologising then for who's been ratty at the moment and why she wants to smooth somebody out? And if you could just ask your other half, if you get the chance, if he would understand that his mother had a habit of being possibly overly free-speaking. And we leave you with the love. We always like free-speaking people up north, don't we, Mandy? We call spades.
Yes, that's the one. She never met her. Bless you, Sheena. But there you go. She's coming around you, and they're both coming around you for a reason. So we'll send that love to you.
Lovely. Thank you.
Thank you for working with us.
And thank you for responding to us so quickly. Do you have somebody else, Mandy, or can I bring somebody I kind of feel I've got? I don't know if you'll have another family member of them, but I know I've definitely got somebody who wants to speak.
Go ahead, Jason.
I'm very much drawn when that first lady came to me. She brought a gentleman with her. She brought a young man. The one thing I know about this young man is he was murdered. The thing that I find curious about him is I don't feel murder is necessarily the verdict that anybody come to, but we certainly left an open verdict or a death by misadventure. But apparently the family don't accept this. That is what I've got at the moment. And I do feel to say his mum should still be on the earth plane. I don't know if you're a friend of his mum or you're his auntie, but he was murdered. But the murder is not the verdict that was necessarily put on his report, and the family still question.
I feel this gentleman was framed, to be fair. I'm sensing that he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, I very much... That is a feeling
I just feel that. I feel like he was in the wrong place at the wrong time and drawn into something that he knew about, but he didn't want to accept it. And he kept it quite secret also. Jade McQuire, my friend, okay. And we've all been in the wrong place at the wrong time. But this particular reason, I felt like he was driven by a few other people that influenced him. This is what I'm sensing with this young man. I don't know about you, Jason.
Yeah, I got a relatively nice energy. I got, a soft energy with this man. I know he could appear to be a bit sort of tough, maybe when he wanted to be, could be a little, come across cold-hearted to like his girlfriend if he were breaking up to her or what have you. But he felt just generally quite a nice lad. And I do feel that he should have a brother or a very, very, very close male friend who is like brothers and carried his coffin at his funeral. But he felt a really nice lad. He's just saying that he was murdered. His mum's right, because she says he wouldn't have killed himself. He wouldn't have, he wouldn't have wandered off into the woods type of thing.
I feel like he's struggling to come forward to say, because I feel like he feels a little bit embarrassed about how he felt. He's got a hood up actually, and he's like shying away a little bit. And he feels ashamed to say that, he knew he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, but he couldn't explain it, if you will. And he's just put his hood up again. And I'm just saying to him, it doesn't matter now. You can put your hood down. It's okay. You don't have to be shy. I think he's just showing that as a metaphor that he wants to shy away from it. But he's just letting you know that he's not afraid anymore. He's okay. He's doing all right.
So there's Jade McGay Lewis says it was marked down as adult cop death. And Desiree Carmi, she says that he was set up and he just got in with the wrong crowd. As I'm sat with this lad's energy, I'm very much made aware of red and white roses. Now, I don't feel these roses are anything that he particularly loves, but they keep putting themselves in the shape of a football colour. I'm useless at football. So
Man United, red and white, is it not?
I kind of don't want to be with Man United. I run that through my head, and that's not where I want to be. I kind of want to be, but I don't know football, mate. I
don't know either, so don't ask me.
But there's something about a red and white sort of football emblem or red and white flowers at his funeral on a particular wreath that was brought to him. But he does keep. Jade says it's Arsenal or Sunderland, possibly. See, but Arsenal. The thing is, Jade, if that links to you, I would need you to know that he would have a connection to that thing, that he would have a connection to Arsenal Football Club in some way, shape, or form. I don't know what it is, but
you say that, Jason. I'm just sensing with this red and white that you get, there's something that's very shiny. You like something that was very shiny, and it looks like a shape of a football, but it's not a ball. It's not a football, but it's very shiny. I can't pinpoint what it is. It's not a balloon or anything else like that, but it's circular, and it's something that was very proud of. I'm sensing it's some kind of trophy, maybe, because it's shiny, and he feels very proud to say that was his. Okay, I didn't go through sure since his mum put those flowers in his coffin. But there's something that he were very proud of, and it was shiny. It looks like some kind of trophy that he's holding. And he was a good lad. He had a good heart, and he had a sense of maybe being in a team and such things. But I felt like he was very proud of this object that he kept, and he was very proud of it.
I mean, I've just been told that there is a birthday in November, a girl's birthday in November, somewhere around November 12th. It's not November 12th exactly, but somewhere near November 12th, there is a female birthday on our side of life that should make sense. And what is it? His main message is about telling us what I feel I want to say is, first of all, that his mum is correct. And then I also want to say that he didn't die by the circumstances that were written down.
No.
And I want to be around a little girl as well. And I kind of just want to tell my mum, I love her. And then this lad who keeps talking as if he keeps talking about this lad who's his brother. And for some reason, the name Sean, I know that's a few bits there, but it sort of went a bit scatty.
He'll have lots of friends, though, wouldn't he, at the time? And if you're influenced by a particular person, that one will stick, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, he's took his hood down now. He doesn't feel ashamed anymore now. He's allowed to come through. I think it's lovely that he's allowed to do that, and now he can move on where he is now.
And Jade says that she doesn't think that's for her. And Desiree says, no, he doesn't have a brother. Can we understand, though, between Jade and Desiree, if he doesn't have a brother, can we understand who the lad is who is like really good friends with him, who carried his coffin at his funeral? And he was stuck. I know you might not know this, but the funeral that I can see, his friend is stood on the front left position of the coffin.
Yeah, she didn't go to the funeral, though, one of them. Which you didn't go to the funeral?
Yeah, Desiree says she didn't go to the funeral.
No.
I think it's with Jade, and I would just ask Jade if she could, like, if she doesn't understand some bits, if she could just sort of hold on to them, like the red and white flowers.
Like you said, Arsenal. She did say it was Arsenal.
Yeah, that's it. Desiree, your brother went to the funeral.
Oh, and his friend, he went to it. There you go. So it must have been like brothers. They must have a really close connection to each other. Probably that's why we're getting the link of the brothers.
Yeah. Well, he definitely kept saying, say hello to my brother, and this lad helped carry his coffin. What else would be there, sweetheart? Desiree, I've just asked for a little bit of something more. Would you understand why there is pain to the top of the body with this young man? So when he died, cause of death related to from the heart, the throat, and the third eye. So somewhere between those three chakras is the damage to his body. That's either a broken neck or a damage to the throat.
I'm also sensing the shoulder as well, an injury to the shoulder. Hughes doesn't have a couple. Oh, it does have a couple of brothers. All right. Yeah, but I could just feel it on his shoulder also. But he has lovely energy. He's really pleased that he died in a fire. Bless him. Bless him. Oh.
Okay, Cope. I mean, Jade, if you can understand some of that, what I would ask is if you could just possibly inquire with anyone you may know, and Desiree the same. It's just when I've asked him for something else, it's the top of the body that's really struggling. So it's the chest area and then the side of the neck.
If you're in a fire, Jason, I imagine he must have been trying to get out. So he must have been pushing that side, maybe. If you're right-handed, he'd been pushing money forward to get out somewhere, maybe. And that's probably when he, yeah.
And Desiree understands that it was a murder, even though it come across as a fire.
You were framed.
I do actually feel, I mean, I know that Jade understands some of it, and obviously Jade understands a bit about brothers, but brother as friend is fair enough. And Desiree, if you understand that your brother went to the funeral, then you could possibly ask your brother if you could look at a connection to red and white flowers, red and white colours, football colours. That would be really appreciated, because I know it, for me, his main message is to talk to his mum and just tell his mum that she was right and that she shouldn't give up on the fact that
it was fraud.
That it was the way it was.
Yes, definitely. The thing
Do you have anything?
Finding that evidence out there, can you imagine? So I'm just asking if he's got any more that he can give me. He also mentioned that there was another gentleman that was with him, and I felt like this gentleman was in spirit. Because when he passed, he felt really quite calm when he passed over. This gentleman came in to take him. I feel like it's Grandad. He just said Grandad that came in. He saw Grandad and he didn't need to fight anymore, he said. Because Grandad was there.
Ah, there we go. We are with Desiree.
Yeah.
He supports Bristol City football team, which is red and white colours. That is where we needed it to be. Lovely.
Yeah. Bless him. Oh,
Lovely.
What a lovely young man.
Thank you very much, Desiree, for looking that up. That he was adamant it was red and white colours for football that was what would put us where we need to be.
I felt like you were quite sporty. He keeps coming back with this trophy again. So this keeps holding this trophy. We're very proud of this trophy that he has. I can just see it on a shelf. Somebody still has this trophy.
But Desiree, as I have never lost a child, and I don't have any children to lose. I know Mandy does. So I can't understand how badly his parents must have took it. But the message is to tell his mum that she is right, that everything she's felt, where she won't accept the verdict, he knows she won't. He just wants her to know that he loves her and that he's around her, and he's sorry for how it all turned out.
But he also has to tell her that he's with Grandad, because he's the one that came for him. So he's in safe hands.
Totally. And I say this from a message I've given about a murder before in the past, that our loved ones in those circumstances come to us and they make us totally unaware of what is going on. And so whilst our body and our mind may be going through the motions of dying, our spirit is already sat in the spirit world with our loved one as we are passing away, so that we are not afraid and we are not in pain, and none of that has a problem.
No, because the love that we have for people here is the same love as those over there. So nothing changes. It's just that we've changed our form. So we're losing our physical self, but we keep on our conscious self.
Lovely. And the final thing, Desiree, I have for you is he has just passed me a miscarried baby boy. This is not his baby boy. He has told me this baby boy, this miscarried baby, links to your family specifically. And so you should know where that is, be that to a sister to yourself, closer to that than a sister, or an immediate family connection. He has just said he is looking after this little baby boy, and it is not a member of his connection, but there is this little boy that he wants to just tell you he's looking after for you. And you've had 3 miscarriages.
Oh,
just
you.
Know that he has brought the energy of that child through with so much love and Christmas wishes. And thank you for speaking up and connecting with us, Desiree.
Thank you. What a lovely lady.
Hello, Bill.
Hello, Bill.
Hello. What beautiful, beautiful messages. Thank you so much, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure to watch you deliver all of that evidence. And I thank you both once again for all of your time, your energy, and your efforts this evening. So God bless you both. Thank you so much indeed for joining Collective Consciousness once again.
Merry Christmas,
Mandy.
Merry Christmas to you both. I'm going to
Jason.
chuck you off a camera now, and I'm going to bring our lovely Kerry on screen with me.
Okay. Good night. Good night.
Good night. God bless, guys. And can I just say, guys, that there are two other mediums that I do need to acknowledge who weren't able to join us here this evening, and that was the lovely Karen Doherty and Anthony Jones. So we're sending you out lots of healing, guys, and holding you in our thoughts here this evening. But it's our turn now, Kerry. How are you?
Yay! I'm really well, thank you, Bill. And I'm just so excited to work with you again because we've worked together before. And we do have a really fantastic time, don't we?
Absolutely, and that's what it's all about. And hasn't it been fantastic this evening, just sitting backstage and watching all of the other mediums work? Again, a first for all six to conjoin their energies with one another. So it's fantastic to see that happen.
And it shows we've got a lot to live up to now this evening.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. No pressure. Now, I can see that you're jiggling around there, so I know that you've instantly got a connection that you want to start working on. So let's go for it. Let's see where we go.
Okay, thank you. Oh my gosh, I've been sort of pacing up and down in the backstage part here, you know, sort of thinking I need to get working. And I must admit, I do have a young lady that's come through here, and I know with her to be a real lovely, sociable young girl. And I know for her as well, though, unfortunately, bless her, she's had her life taken tragically. I do feel that this was unexpected, and I do feel here that it was at the hands of somebody else, Bill. Okay. And I know here as well, she's very prominent in showing me a mobile phone, and on the mobile phone it's got the numbers 2117. 2117 keeps coming up consistently. So are you you know, sort of connecting with her as well, Bill, here?
I'm getting a great sense that, as you've said about the 2117, I feel as though I want to flip that around a little bit and go into 2017. Okay, so I feel as though the year 2017 must be of some significance to the recipient who's going to connect to this message here this evening. The funny thing is that the vibration of the energy that I'm picking up with this young lady, she feels and she makes me want to understand for the most bonkers and bizarre reasons that I just need to be talking about how fantastic it was to eat the homemade pickled onions because they were munchy and they were crunchy. And I've got the strong taste of the vinegar here. So I think that she's just working with me at this moment in time with memory link associations, that she just wants to connect to the recipient who's going to take this part of the message here this evening. I can see we've got Catherine Smith says, I know the case of a missing girl, but missing from 2019. Okay, Catherine, thank you very much, my darling. What else have you got, Kerry? Because I can see you jiggling about.
Yeah, I'm working very much in remote viewing here. Okay. And I know I'm outdoors with her. I know as well it's an evening time, it's night time here, and I know here she's just like walking along, but this is really really particular here. What she's shown me as well, Bill, is that I know that I'm walking along a road, and this road is curved. It's like a crescent. Okay, it's a curved road here, and there's houses on the left hand side here. Okay, all on the left hand side, but I also know that there's a park behind as well. So she's taking me to like very much in remote viewing, which is one way I love to work, to be fair. And I do understand with her as well. I know she's brunette. I believe she's brunette. Okay, beautiful brunette hair, beautiful hair, really soft, lovely hair, and would really take care of herself, wouldn't she, Bill, as well?
Absolutely. And I also feel that I just need to be bringing the essence of springtime in here, because I can hear the song of birds that are just chattering away in the back of my mind here. I can see our lovely Jason, who's one of the mediums here tonight, can take the information. And also we've got Jodie, who says that she can also take the information. Now, Jason's saying that he has a murdered friend from 2017, so that would connect there with him. And Tina's saying she can take this too. So we've got to work a little bit harder, and we've got to understand whom it is that we're going to be going to. I want to know about the pickled onion link. Jason's saying that she was also brunette. I also feel as well, though, that with this young lady, the way that she conjoins her energies with me, she starts to impression upon me. I feel with her, God love her, that, you know what, she places a great sense of, when we've been in some type of physical altercation, you know that you get that sense of fatigue that comes over with you. It's almost like I didn't have any more fight left in me. Okay. Yeah. She's making me feel as though she really would have put up somewhat of a fight to have stayed on the earth plane, you would understand. And I do feel, as I'm presenting this information, that I have an abundance of paramedics around me as well with this young lady. So I know that I was worked on incredibly hard to try and be kept on the earth plane. Again, I need the recipients to relate to that information. Kerry, I can see you getting more.
As you talk, as you say, Jason, my whole body's like tingling. Okay, I go ice cold. And here we go, Jason. Hi, Jason. She very much did, and they tried to save her. Absolutely. And I know, do you know, Jason, I want to say to you here as well, if this is okay. Oh,
here he comes. Okay. Here he comes.
Oh, Jason. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm taking it on other screen.
Sorry. Okay, Jason. I want to say here as well, would you understand her to be really sociable? Okay.
She was.
Absolutely, really kind-hearted. Okay, really kind-hearted. Also loved animals, and I know with her as well to be someone who would do anything for anybody. I also understand as well at her service, the funeral here, okay, was a massive, huge, big you know, display of flowers, music and everything. Okay. And I also understand here that there was even people standing outside, that not everybody was able to get into the service area. Would that be correct?
That's absolutely correct.
It
was around the block.
Okay. Can you also understand the links of why she wants to talk to me about a Virgo link connection as well, please, Jason? Now, Virgo takes me into September, please, my friend.
And she is a Virgo.
Thank you. Okay, because she's just placing Virgo, she's placing that star sign with me as she's giving the information to me. And I also feel as though I want to make a connection with regards to mum, or somebody that would have very much have been like mum to this young lady. But I feel that I want to be placing an essence of healing around them at this moment in time, especially around my throat area with this lady, because she takes me straight up into my windpipe as she gives this information. Does that relate also, please?
As she was stabbed through the throat.
Okay, thank you. That's why I'm getting that. But you can understand why I want to make the connection with this mother link vibration still here on the earth plane, please. Okay. Yes. Okay, and can you also understand, I know that there would obviously be suffering with regards to dealing with things mentally when something like this happens to a loved one here. But this lady is still continuously struggling to come to terms with what's happened. So very much so that I just want to continuously be going to a remembrance place where this young lady has some type of memorial that's been set up. I don't know if she's taking me to the scene of where her passing would have been, but I know that I've got plaques that are there in my memory, and I know that there's an abundance of flowers, and I also know that there are candles that are being lit every single night. And I feel that this lady is constantly going there because this is the only place that she feels that she has a connection to mum. Does this make sense, please?
Yes, I can understand that.
Thank you, my friend. Kerry, over to you, darling.
Also, Jason, she keeps singing. Okay, she wants to sing. I'm seriously not singing, okay, because I cannot sing at all. Okay. However, I do want to say to you here, she's got a lovely voice, okay. She would just sing along, okay, as well. And I know, just sort of like humming some tunes. And would you also understand of her having almost like a sheepskin coat? You know, quite a thick, furry coat with a high collar.
her best friend always wears one of these awful coats, and she is a singer.
Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you. Because and her friend is still here. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, because I actually want to say here, I'm watching her move, and I'm watching her, okay, in a crazy life. Would you understand this? That's the word to use, is I'm watching her in a crazy life, okay? And I need to say that I watch her stand in her own authenticity, okay, and I'm just so proud of her, really proud of her, okay. But she also keeps showing me of a gold back mobile phone. Would you understand of the gold back mobile phone?
That would be mine.
Oh wow.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Because she just keeps putting this gold back mobile phone on here, and she's just saying, reply to them messages, Jason.
Yeah, I'm sat here looking at them thinking I really will answer in a second.
Reply to the messages. Okay. All right, here, Jason. And I do want to say as well here, you got lots of happy memories with her. Would you understand this?
Yes.
Okay. And I know here that you would talk to her about anything. And she just says here, she's still that person who she would absolutely not say a word to anyone else about other people.
Yeah, you could tell her anything and it would never be repeated.
Absolutely. Okay. And she's also saying, make sure you're on time.
Okay. Yeah, I get that.
I'm just the messenger.
No, I get that. I always made her turn up early, and I was always late when she got there.
Oh, bless. Okay.
I just want to add into this, if I may, guys, because I'm hearing clairaudiently with this young lady about some fantastic car crash moments that I want to be sharing here. Okay, I know that I'm not just talking about still water here, Jason, you can understand. I feel as though I'm leaning over more so towards an abundance of cocktails that she just places in front of me on the table as she starts to chat away. So I know that we would have had somewhat of a mix up, but as she talks to me about car crash moments, I don't know if you're able to relate to a car crash or a scenario of a crash in a car with her when she would have been here on the earth plane, my friend.
She wasn't allowed to go to driving lessons because every time she did, she crashed her car. And her dad got sick.
There we go. God bless her. So she's working really hard here with both myself and Kerry to pass over this information. And you know what? She would have done the most stupidest of things with you, even to the point where you would just let her dress you up and make you look really, really stupid, please, because she wants to plaster a load of makeup upon my face at this moment in time, and she's saying to me, it won't go with your beard, Bill. So I know that she's just, again, bringing that jovialness through with regards to her character and what she would have been like when she was here on the earth plane. And I know that this sounds cliche, but I have to bring it forward, okay? I know that I've got an abundance of handbags with this young lady, but I'm really, really angry about the strap breaking on a particular bag with her.
We had a huge row one night because her bag broke and she was complaining, and I told her off, and she ended up going home. I can't say what she said, but I get that.
Okay, that's fine, as long as you can take that lovely information there. I know as she starts just to draw her energies back a little bit with me here, what she wants to leave me with, my friend, is just to plant a kiss upon your cheek. But also, I feel it's really important at this moment in time just to send a little bit of healing energies your way, because you would understand, please, that she wants to draw me into my legs at this moment in time. And I just feel that I need to be putting my feet up. Okay, I'm constantly on the go with you. Okay, this is where she's taking me, and you would understand about your legs really aching you at this moment in time, please.
Yeah, I get that. I needed rest.
Okay, so please take her love with regards to the way that she's linked with me, and I'm going to hand over to Kerry to finish the message off.
Thank you very much.
Jason, just as we bring this to an end here, okay, I know we are coming up to Christmas, okay, but she's exceptionally sensitive, okay, around Christmas, all right, here. And also she keeps showing me of a little dog that's also with her in the spirit world. Would you understand this? Okay. And I just need you to know here that she's absolutely fine. You know that anyway, but she's absolutely fine. And she's got this bundle of joy with her. Okay. And she just says here, you know, don't leave everything to the last minute this time, Jason. Okay. And to get everything done and prepared for Christmas, because she's coming along.
Her dog, she died last month. She was put to sleep last month, and she wow.
Oh, bless.
Thank you.
Oh, bless.
And she loved Christmas. She was the worst person at Christmas ever, because she would go rooting for everything. You couldn't stop her, but she got so excited. But thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Absolutely beautiful to work with you, Jason. Thank you.
And don't be such a Nelly. I don't know where that's coming from, but she's just brought it through just towards the end of the message there. So I hope that links in and you can understand why she's saying that to you.
Because she would never get upset about anything, and I used to get upset about everything. She would tell me off.
Oh, bless.
So that's that. Thank you.
Take care, love, my friend. God bless you.
Much love to you, Jason. Take care.
Much love.
How lovely was that?
Wow. I just love this. It's beautiful, isn't it, Bill? Don't you think?
It is. It really is. We are so lucky to be able to do what we do. And it's all about that healing element in the message, isn't it?
Definitely.
And we've got some beautiful comments coming up there. We've got June Malkin saying, oh, lovely to see Jason get such an emotional message. And do you know what? Isn't it lovely that there are messages that are coming through for the light workers, for our spiritual workers, because we work so hard. And we don't expect to get that back, because it's all about that healing element, as I've just touched on. So how lovely is it for Jason, who works incredibly hard with spirit, to receive a message himself?
Absolutely. And the thing is as well, you know, you're quite right there, Bill. We don't often get messages for ourselves, you know, because we just want to help everybody else. So that's just beautiful. And I'm so pleased for Jason.
Oh, bless. Shall we do another one?
Yeah, go on. Your turn.
All right. Okay. I've got the energies of a gentleman who just starts to conjoin with me straight away here. But the thing that this gentleman does with me is he gives me a paralyzed feeling and sensation going all down my left-hand side of my body. So I know that I'm associating this to a stroke, and this is how this chap would have passed over into spirit. I feel and I understand with the way that he starts to work with me clairaudiently, chatting away to me here, okay, that I want to be making a father link connection, because he's talking to me about being dad here, okay. I know with him, God love him, as he starts to give me a feeling and an understanding of how he would have been in the physical before he passed over there into spirit. I know that I want to stay within my 60s with this gentleman, or the 1960s would be of significant evidence that the recipient can communicate to, they can connect to, they can understand. Okay. I also know with him as well, the way that he works with me, that he does make me want to work harder with my speech. So I know that there would have been this paralysis with regards to how it would have affected my face or my vocal abilities. I feel with this chap that I want to fit within my frame. So I know that he would have been shorter, he would have sat under 6 foot, and I know that he would have been smaller built than myself. Okay. I know there would have been enough meat on his bones. I don't want to place him as a slim individual, but I know that he sat particularly well within my frame here. I also feel with him as well, God love him, that we would have had to have raised our voice, because he's making me want to shout somewhat now as well, God love him. Okay. And I know that there would have been this rocking motion that would have been evident with him as well, because he makes me want to rock and go backwards and forward as he starts connecting and conjoining and giving me the essence and understanding of himself there. I don't know what you've got, my lovely.
Yeah, absolutely, Bill. What an incredible gentleman. I must admit, I actually feel as well he's really quite knowledgeable. Okay, he's quite clever, and he's quite knowledgeable. And I also feel here with him, he keeps showing me the period time of 6 days. Okay, 6 days, and I believe that there's the possibility here of being in that hospital for that duration. But I also know here as well that his wife was beside him when he passes into spirit as well here. I know that his wife was here, and I believe that his wife was on his left-hand side, of him. And I know here that she was sitting there and she was rubbing the back of his hand. Okay, held his hand, but her thumb was doing like circular motions around the back of his hand here. And I do feel here as well, with this gentleman as well here, that he was somebody, Bill, who actually wasn't an ill person throughout his life. He didn't really, the term is, he didn't do illness. Okay. Yeah. And I know here, for him to say he's not feeling well, he really meant it. Okay. And I do feel here that there was also here there's lots of, I actually want to say here there's other elements here with him, okay, as well there as well. So I do feel that there was other elements going on here with him. And as I say that, I see three different particular elements that was there as well with him as well. Anything from yourself here, Bill?
I'm just reading some of the comments to see whom it is that can take this information. I'm being drawn straight away to Dawn. I could see that there was a lady by the name of Dawn that placed something up, and I felt my pull was there straight away. Okay. So Dawn, do give us, he's making me get my words mumble jumbled now. Do let us know that you can understand all of the information that Kerry and I have shared here with you. You're giving us feedback saying Dad had a stroke, but that's not what killed him. Absolutely. He had dementia and Mum was rubbing Dad's hand. Fabulous. Please do let us know if you can relate to the additional information that he shared with us. Sarah Jane says, sounds like her father-in-law. God bless you, Sarah. Thank you for working with us so far as well there, my darling. Let's just get a little bit more information from him so we can start to narrow it down. He's talking to me, God love him, about yes, you can take all of the information, Dawn. That's perfect. Okay, Kerry, if that sits well with you, then I'd like to continue the link with Dawn.
Absolutely,
if we may.
Definitely.
Okay, wonderful. Now, Dawn, I don't know if you can relate to Bognor Regis, but he's talking to me about Bognor Regis, and it's really ironic because I'm there tomorrow doing a demonstration, but he wants to take me to Bognor Regis. Okay, so if you can't relate to Bognor, then you must relate to a seaside town that he wants to take me to, where I feel that I can live out my fondest of memories with this gentleman. Okay, Natalie, you're saying this sounds like your father-in-law. I never met him, but he died of motor neurone disease with my mother-in-law and his children by his side. Thank you for giving us that feedback, Natalie. I just want to see what Dawn can come back with regards to that link of this seaside connection, with regards to Memory Link Association, where he wants to take me. And I feel as though I want to live the rest of my life out down by the coastal line there, or that would have been a dream of mine to have done so. You used to go to Margate or Clacton. Okay, that's fine. He was just working within my own memory. Conscious thoughts there, darling, with regards to wanting to just link that information with you. So I'm going to continue to work on the vein of the message with you there, my sweetheart. I know that I just want to place, and again, I know it sounds cliched information because we're just talking about the coast, but I know that I want to buy you candy floss, and I know as he gives this candy floss to me that it's going all over the place. It's going all down my arm. I'm getting really sticky and I'm getting really messy from this, and he's chuckling away as he gives this information there to me. He draws me to that color of pink as well. So when I work with the vibration of color, pink for me is love. It's an abundance of love that he's just wrapping up around you, as he did so with the candy floss around my arm there. And you lived in Canvey Island by the sea. Wonderful, perfect. Kerry, I'm going to come over to you because I can see you've got more going over in your mind.
Oh, perfect. I used to live on Canvey Island as well, Dawn. So
oh, wow.
Yeah, a good few years ago. Yeah, so carrying on from that here, do you know what, his personality, okay, I do feel here, Dawn, that he had quite a bit of a dry sense of humor, okay, and I do feel here with him, he also liked to keep his circle close, okay. He wasn't somebody who, he knew a lot of people, but he was very guarded with who he would really trust. And I also know here with him, okay, that I feel that sometimes that he could be a little bit stubborn. All right, he didn't really like change, and he was such an independent man. And you know, Dawn, I need to say to you, he still is. Okay, his independence is still who he very much is, the true essence of him. And I just know here with him, he's also back in. Oh, okay, he's taking me a little bit back now, and he's in his latter years here. Okay, and I feel here he would have liked to. Oh no, see. They do like to get me singing and dancing and doing all things, okay. But I do feel here, Dawn, that he was very much, he liked a bit of music, so I want to clap my hands, okay, and I want to dance as well here. So I know here with him, he liked to be a bit sociable, okay, but around with his own friends. And I know here he loved just to be amongst family. Family's a big thing for him. Okay. He also talks to me of a grandson as well that I believe, okay, is being born after his passing. So if you could let us know if that's correct here, Dawn, that would be fabulous. Back over to you, Bill.
I'm hearing the name Chris. I'm not placing this with this gentleman, but I know Chris connects to him in some way, please. Dawn saying that would be my dad. He was always singing. It's funny because when you were just about to go out in song, I was also feeling the vibration of music as well. And I thought, we cannot do a duet here because we're going to murder the whole of the show this evening.
Absolutely. That we're never coming back on.
But I know I want to link the name Chris to either himself or indeed to you, please, Dawn. I also feel as though I need to be acknowledging February as a month of significance. When I work with months of the year, they are for birthdays, anniversaries or passing, although I do feel as though I want to go to the back end of the month as opposed to the beginning there as well, please, my darling. Okay, and I also know at this moment in time that we just need to be wrapping up someone who's very close by to you on the earth plane, who is suffering somewhat with their chest at this moment in time, because he's just making it very incredibly difficult for me to be breathing at this moment in time. So I know somebody's just suffered or suffering with a chest infection placed around you, directly linked to you. You was going to be called Christopher if I was a boy. Perfect. I was going to be called Lucy. My mum was absolutely adamant that she was having a girl. So when I come into the world, it was like, hello. But again, he's just working with me very jovially here, Kerry. So I know that that would have been the way that he was when he was here in the physical plane. I know he's still very much like that now that he's living in spirit there. Mum and sister both connect with regards to the month of February. Brilliant. And also what I just want to say to you, Dawn, is I want to leave a keychain with you, please. I feel this is something not symbolic, but physical that would have been attached to him prior to him making his journey back home, that is still here in the present day. So I'm going to leave his love with you. I'm going to say, God bless you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity of working with him. And also, Kerry, and hand back over to Kerry to finish off this message. God bless you, my darling.
Dawn, just please know here, okay, that he's never gone anywhere. Okay, and this is a real big thing for him with regards to your mum, okay, because I do feel here their relationship was quite solid, and I do know here that he says his words are, I would never have left your mum, and I'm not going to do it now. Okay, and I do feel here that he's very much he's just very much around your mum, holding your mum's hand, okay, and just actually being around the family. Okay, he's super excited as well for Christmas, okay, because I do feel here there's a part of him as well that was very much like a child, like he's like a child in a sweet shop. Okay, because he keeps giving me sweets as well here, actually. So I know he had a sweet tooth, but I know here Mum is totally lost without him.
Oh, bless.
Absolutely. But he just wants her to know that he's very much always there, and he really meant them vows when he said them.
Oh, bless him. And I just want to say, Merry Christmas, Dinky Doo. That's how he's just worked with me, as he's started to take his energies away. Merry Christmas, Dinky Doo. So I know that he would have used silly little terminology like that when he was being very endearing towards you. So take his love, Dawn. God bless you. Thank you for working with myself and Kerry. And we're going to send him back off up to the angels there. How lovely was that?
Wow. Oh, wow, wow, wow. It's just beautiful to be able to, you know, bring this beautiful healing, bit of comfort. And do you know, Bill, how wonderful is it to know that our friends and family never leave us? You know,
Absolutely.
we are eternal.
They're just through the other door. They're just
Absolutely.
through the other door.
Absolutely.
I can see that Tina Gray said that she could also take pretty much everything that we were saying there as well. So Tina, please do take from that message what it is that you can too, my darling, because this is Spirit's way, not just reaching one person, but reaching others as well. And we will send out our love and our healing to you at this moment in time, because I feel that that is very much needed. So Kerry, thank you very much for once again giving me the opportunity of working with you. We're going to bring all of the other mediums on screen. I know that a couple of them may have had to have left because they had other commitments this evening. So we'll see who we've got left in the mix. We've got the lovely Sam Pert. We've got the lovely
Good
Jason
evening.
D. Rothwell. Good evening to you.
Hi.
Who else have we got? We've got the lovely Lorraine Francois there as well. And I think that's our lineup. So to all of the other mediums, that was our lovely Mandy, that was Brenda, that was Ashley. Guys, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. To all of you guys, thank you once again for coming on to Collective Consciousness and making it what it is. And to all of our other mediums that have come on to Collective Consciousness during 2021, God bless each and every one of you, because if it wasn't for you guys, the show wouldn't be what it is. So I'm really, really grateful, and send my love out to each and every single one of you. We're having some beautiful feedback there, guys. It's been a fantastic show. Thank you so much for your times. Thank you so much for your energy.
I think a little big shout out to Bill as well there. I think we need to make a little big shout out to you. Fantastic work, Bill, and Mr. Producer and the team.
Shout out, absolutely, to producer Richard and the team backstage, because without them, again, it wouldn't be what it is today. I've had a blast this year. Collective Consciousness has, I can honestly say, it has made me grow as an individual with my journey and with Spirit. But I am so grateful to each and every one of you and all of the mediums previously that have joined the show and made it what it is. Collective Consciousness will be back in 2022, but I am taking a break out for the month of January. So I'll be back in February 2022 with a new lineup of mediums that I'm going to be working hard to bring to you in the new year, guys. To all of you lovely viewers that tune in religiously every fortnight, thank you so very, very much. And once again, guys, fantastic evening of evidence. It's been wonderful to watch each and every one of you. And let's look forward to 2022, hey?
Yeah.
Yay!
Wonderful. Right, everybody, we're going to go. We've kept you long enough. So until we all meet again, may the love and light of Spirit be with each and every one of you. Good night and God bless. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
God bless. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Still saying we're live.